So good morning, day 24 of the pod, and it is Sunday the 28th of April 2024 already. We are off to a late start this morning and we're out on a different bit of scenery. We're just out on the meadows, just having a quick walk. We was up at sort of 6:30, fairly late. I snoozed it intentionally a few times. I thought I'd have a bit of a lie in. Hopefully you can hear me okay with a little bit of wind, and it is 10:15 Sunday, so we're not at work, and we're just in reflection mode as the girls have just gone to the cinema with Tiny Human's little cousin, and then they're off to IKEA for a little bit of a look around. So we're just out on the ground, we're just doing a bit of reflection after the whole last few weeks of job transition, bit of leave, 2 weeks worth on course, and then yesterday we did taught some weight management classes, and then it was good to catch up with some of yous in there. And then we had some taster sessions, local tennis taster sessions, free sessions, which the little one enjoyed. So we're probably looking at parking up the swimming with her at the moment, because there's a lot of changes with there's no consistency at the moment, and it's not good for learning. So we're just maybe parking that up for a few months and maybe switching to tennis. So we'll have a look. Morning, thank you. Morning. Hello you. Morning. Just some dogs jumping and licking. Dog walking gang. So that was all good yesterday, and I actually jumped on. There's a train going past, for those who can hear the background noise. Hopefully you can hear me with the AirPods in. But didn't realise my wife put me down for 2 sessions. So anyway, I had a bit of a burst of tennis. I wasn't used to it, so I've played before, but nothing any extreme levels. But so that was all right. So that wiped me out a little bit. Went to bed last night at 8 o'clock. Just wanted to listen to my body, and the sleep was okay. And then thought I'd push the lie in today. So anyway, just in deep reflection over the last few weeks on this pod. I went back and added in, for those who are watching this within a couple of days, I went back and added in Eddie Abrahou's social media link and link to his video channel I mentioned yesterday on the school community, the platform that I've chosen to build my coaching business, Wellbeing Made Easy. So go back to yesterday's episode for a bit more of an in-depth how you can join my school community, also create your own community, and also make a little bit or a lot of money. And I shared a couple of examples using Eddie as an example of a couple of sort of influencers, if you like, people that are good at social media, and they've cashed in on turning somebody in his 60s or 70s, Mr. Olympia. The content he was pushing out, he had a few 100,000 followers, and they've approached him with their school platform, and they've helped him level up, trebled his income. And so you can check that out on yesterday's episode. So just I've got sort of 3/4 of a day to myself without any pressure, just taking in a bit of damp British weather. It's been chucking it down a rain again here, 2 days on the bounce. So we're just out getting in the daily vlog 365, showing up for you and me, and just documenting what I'm doing, where I'm heading, which is building a Wellbeing Made Easy school community on the platform, and then delivering high value at a very, very low cost. And there's going to be some other programs falling out of that once I've created exactly what you want. So we're nearly at 50 members now in the free members, which are going to get free lifetime access for all those in early days. Morning. So all those who are in the school community, thanks for the feedback, thanks for your comments, thanks for the engagement, and all those thanks to those who's filled in the Wellbeing Made Easy free scorecard assessment, which is in its draft. So if you can, if you're picking up this, please jump on the free wellbeing assessment. It's take you 3 or 4 minutes to complete. You'll get results. I'm just going to play around with the results page of that. So there's a couple of typos, I've changed them, and also I'm going to do a video, and that's going to be inviting people into the school community, and then from within the school community, that's going to be the filter, the funnel. I want people into the school community until it's full of free members before it turns to paid. And then within that school community, then what I'm going to do is put on the first level up your scorecard results from your reds into your ambers, ambers into your greens, and maintaining stroke leveling up your greens a little bit better, refining it. So I'll just grab a quick selfie while I'm here on the move, and that's for the thumbnail. Played around with the artwork and the thumbnails. I've got to make it a little bit better. I punched into ChatGPT the transcript, which is the words from this recording, these recordings. I did a test. I clicked on the transcript and copied it into ChatGPT and asked it what's the key takeaways. Excuse me, bless me. Sorry for those who are listening, I'm just sneezing. Oh, sorry. Anyway, so yeah, and it gave me some key highlights, key takeaways, and then I asked it to sort of give me a catchy headline for it, and it did. And I was messing around with it. So what I'm probably going to do, for those who've been tuning in so far, or it might be your first episode, this one, if not, go back to episode 0 and find out where I've come from, why am I doing this, the purpose of it, how I was about to bail out, not do it, etc, etc. And then you can pick more of the story up of where I'm heading, and then check out the show notes, etc, within each episode. But so yeah, so I took that, and for the last 23 episodes, you'll see it's pretty much I've amended the comment section, and then the last sort of 10, I've pretty much copied and pasted the back end of the show notes. The only thing what's different really is the title, an opening paragraph or line, and any references. Like yesterday I mentioned Eddie for an example. Day before I was talking about 3 or 4 different types of psychological experiment. So that's the differences. So what I'm looking at doing, I'm on the fence, and I'll do a poll in the school community probably today, tomorrow, asking for some feedback. So if you can give me some feedback on that, I really appreciate it. I don't think it matters that much at this early stage, because I've only got sort of 30-40 views on each video. Well, on the earlier videos, I've got 7 to 10 views on at the moment, at the time of this recording, on the latest episode. Not so many on Spotify. I'm linking this YouTube vlog onto the Spotify for those listeners as well. So don't forget to click the notifications and subscribe, so you don't miss the updates. And when you get around to checking it, then just on catch up or whatever, you're on playback, and then you can see where I've come. But the point is, I might be changing the show notes slightly. I'm going to ChatGPT it and identify the key takeaways and learning points, and then you can then just see in the show notes, and I might timestamp it, which means there's a time stamp next to what I'm saying, and then you can go straight to that point. So if I'm referring back to, let's say yesterday's episode, and I'm talking about go to the 14-minute mark when I mentioned XYZ, then you can go straight there and just take that little bit of clip. It's also going to help me when I repurpose and take snippets of the episodes, when I sort of go into sort of marketing more, and I start learning the next sort of stage, which is sort of the marketing on social, taking what I'm doing. But again, just showing up 365 at a minimum, 365 days, every day doing a vlog. It's been a little bit tricky sometimes, learning the tech and everything, and but yeah, we're getting there. And it's just allowing me to ground dump and brain dump while everyone's still in bed. Obviously not at 10 o'clock, but some people might be still in bed at this time, but I'm normally up at sort of 4:30, 5 o'clock, out on the move by sort of 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then off we go to work. So it's just helping me do all that, get my think straight, and see what I did when I did a 7-day digital detox. So go back sort of 10 episodes, and I did 7 days worth of digital detox, which came from the Mindset Mentor and Lewis Howes podcast. Go back and see day 1, day 2, all the way to day 7, and just watch how that went. But the bottom line is, I chosen not to jump on my phone in the morning until my biggest, ugliest and heaviest tasks have been done. So I've exhausted my strength, my willpower, etc. Before I've jumped on and checked notifications. And it's really good your productivity, focus, clarity, etc. And then also, because when you're tired later on in the evening, in the afternoon, it's easier to, morning mate, it's easy to reply back to people and respond when you're tired. So really good, and that's what I'm doing now within weeks of just practicing that. So it doesn't take much to get into a new habit once you set the intention. Yes, the latest research, according to Robin Sharma, the monk who sold his Ferrari, who's trained titans of industries, billionaires, pop stars, rock stars, megastars, billionaires, and he says the research from London Kings is 66 days to 250 days to get the habit in, induce a new habit, and get it to a point of automaticity, which becomes automatic. But again, it depends what it is and how easy it is. And if you just keep doing things over and over, it only takes a few days. So like I say, 7 days, I follow the digital detox. I called it digital detox. And I've stuck to it, but ideally, arguably, because I was on a 2-week course, so I didn't have time to check my media because I was doing coursework, so I didn't have time to. But already now I'm just not getting on. I jumped on there this morning quickly to check something, but unless it's urgent or emergent, then I don't check it. And now I'm into a new habit within sort of a few weeks. So, and it feels great because you're not depressing your brain with all the positive stuff that's going on in the world. Everyone's got bigger families, bigger houses, bigger cars, better looking, fitter, stronger, faster, all this sort of stuff which depresses the brain without realising it. And if we've not got no comments or likes or anything like that, then we're then depressed again without even realising it. So go back to that episode as well, see how I got on with that, and it's worked really well. Also go to the Tiny Habits what I did a few days ago. I did out walking, did the theory of the BJ Fogg BMAP, behaviour equals motivation, ability and prompt, and learn from that. And I also did the back end, the last 10 minutes of it. If you haven't got time to watch the whole hour episode, it's called Tiny Habits, then go back, just watch the back end of it. It's where me videoing myself on a whiteboard in my man cave, and that is showing you the BJ Fogg Tiny Habits model. But the two takings from the Tiny Habits model to optimise chances of success of hitting your habits is, number one, you want to keep it really simple, and you'll see that on that episode, so go check that out. And then the second part is habit stacking. So, and I used an example of, I just found a nice little flower garden here, look, just a nice little space, and and the second thing is habit stacking. So for example, if you've got no time and you want to prioritise your sleep, hydration, and do some exercise first thing in the morning, 5-minute workout, all you need to do is set the intention. You need the goals, what you want to achieve. So all you do is leave a glass out next to the kettle. The prompt is the kettle. You turn the kettle on in the morning. That prompts you to look at the glass. The glass fills the glass with water, hydration. Add a bit of salt in there if you wish, Himalayan. And then you put some tunes on, the kettle's boiling, you put the tea bags or coffee in the coffee, and you just do 5 minutes of squats, press ups, dips, running on the spot. Repeat that a few times over 5 minutes, and that you're going to bed 15 minutes early, you're getting up 15 minutes early, and you're prioritising. That's them 3 little habits kicked in. Repeat that nice and easy over time, and over a week, 10 days, 15, 21 days, and it start going in there and start becoming a new habit. It won't take long though to drop back off the habit. just like the weeds in a garden. If you just stop cutting your garden, maintaining your garden, the weeds will get in and start overgrowing. And it's the same with the habits, neural pathways. So we just need to keep that growing and maintain. It's like getting to the top of the mountain. Once you're at the top of the mountain, if that's, losing weight or getting fitter and stronger, it's easy to maintain across. It's more energy efficient. But the minute you drop down, the minute you come up, then it is harder. So yeah, go to see the Tiny Habits. Go to episode 0, and I'll link these into the this episode show notes, so you can just, for a quick reference, rather than you searching and filtering, and I'll link them in there in this episode notes, and then you can go straight to it. But so if it's the habits you want to look at, if it's the episode 0 or the digital distraction, I'll link all them very quick. Sorry, mate. Very quick in the somebody just ran behind me. I panicked then. I was blocking the path. Whew, give me a heart attack. So yeah, I'll link them in the show notes so you can zoom into that. So today then, the girls are out, so I've got to really capitalise in on and sort my stuff out. I'm on 2 or 3 weeks behind on from where I've been over the last few weeks. I won't harp on about that. So I've got to really get my ducks in a row. Let this ambulance go past. Really get my ducks in a row. Find out, I've got to catch up in all my school groups I'm part of. Make sure I'm not missing detail, which I will have done. And just get my plans sorted for going into, we're nearly in May already. So I need to get my plans ready for May. The scorecard, my goal for May is to get 150 scorecards filled in. Okay, that won't be hard because everybody wants a free assessment. Everybody wants data on themselves. And it's a really useful tool. So the 150 scorecards are going to be filled in. I'll let you know how I go, so stay tuned. That's then going to give me more people into the school community, and then at some point I'm then going to flick that over to a paid community. There's not much in there at the moment, so I've got to really crank up in May and add at least some solid bits of work in there for it to become a low-cost paid community, because there's nothing in there apart from headings at the moment and bits and pieces. So yeah, I've really got to crank up May, and I've got time because I've with work, my new job, we've got a white space week next week, a nice easy week, and that's going to set me up then for going away to Winchester Worthy Down to shadow a course I've just done and observe it from an observer's lens, just observing and making some notes. So I've got lots of me time in there as well, so I'm going to be producing some content there, and we've got bank holidays and family time and all sorts of stuff. So I'm hoping you can hear me okay. The wind has picked up and I'm just on the main street. So busy month. Don't forget to if you're liking and learning and enjoying, like, comment and follow. I'm on social media as well. I'll be pushing out the scorecard again. I haven't pushed it out across social media, but I'll be pushing it out across social media. Sorry about the sound. Hopefully the wind's not too howling. So check out today's show notes. Thanks for all the subscribers so far. There's about 8 or 10 of you. I don't know who you are, but it doesn't show me who you are. I don't know who's viewing because it's anonymous. Your settings, it's not a big thing. Give us some comments and some feedback. Add it into the show notes. Let us know how it's going on. If this is your first episode, make sure you go back. Have a great day. What's one thing you can take away from today that you can implement in your life straight away? And who's one person you can share it with? Because if you share it, it's caring. You learn it quicker, they learn it, and you recall the information better. So apart from a wet, windy day here in Surrey, in the south of England, miserable British day, great for the flowers though. Have a cracking day, have a cracking week. Make sure you do something different. DSD, do something different, because Einstein says doing the same thing over and over and over again is the definition of insanity, If you want different results, you've got to do something different. So do something different. Listen to the episode 0, listen to the digital distraction, listen to the tiny habits model, and then I will look forward to catching you tomorrow. Take care.